Said, take a look at what happened.
The story of Donald Trump becoming the President of the United States is not just about his personal journey, but also a reflection of the political and cultural shifts in American society. His transition from business to politics provides a striking example of how a politician can rise in the modern media world. This story has been shaped by the convergence of many different factors. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in New York. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer, and the Trump family was quite wealthy. Following in his father's footsteps, Donald Trump entered the business world. Due to disciplinary issues in elementary school, he was sent to a military academy. His years at the New York Military Academy played a crucial role in developing his discipline and leadership skills. In 1964, he started at Fordham University, but transferred to the Wharton School of Finance and Commerce at the University of Pennsylvania 2 years later. After graduating in 1968, he began working at his father's company, Elizabeth Trump and Son. He soon took over the management of the company, restructuring it as the Trump Organization. Trump developed a distinctive style in the business world. From the late 1970s onwards, he embarked on major projects in Manhattan. Projects like Trump Tower, the Grand Hyatt New York, and Trump Plaza enhanced his reputation in the business world. Particularly, Trump Tower became a symbol of luxury and ostentation. These projects frequently brought him into the media spotlight, making him a well-known figure to the public. Trump's business success was attributed to his boldness in taking risks and his marketing prowess. However, he also faced financial difficulties, including bankruptcies and debts. In the 1990s, his casinos and other investments in Atlantic City struggled with financial crises. During this period, he managed to stay afloat by restructuring his debts and reorganizing his companies. Besides his business achievements, Donald Trump also carved a niche for himself in the media world. His 1987 autobiography, The Art of the Deal, solidified his reputation as a business genius. The book detailed his strategies and views on the business world, contributing to his public image as a business maestro. In 2004, he reached a wide audience with the NBC television program The Apprentice. In this show, contestants performed various tasks to succeed in the business world, with Trump delivering the iconic "You're fired" verdict in the finale. The program turned Trump into a television star and reinforced his image as a charismatic, authoritative, and self-assured figure.
So I'm going to take responsibility for that. So if you want to fire me, go right ahead.
All right, Gene,
but I think
you're fired.
Donald Trump's political career actually dates back to the 1980s. During that period, he had to establish political connections for his real estate projects in New York. In 1987, he began speculating about a presidential run and joined the Republican Party. However, in 2000, he briefly considered running for president from the Reform Party, but did not pursue the candidacy. In 2015, Trump officially announced his candidacy for president from the Republican Party. This announcement was made during a press conference at Trump Tower. Although his campaign was initially not taken seriously by many, it quickly gained momentum. His populist rhetoric on issues like immigration, trade, and security resonated strongly with white working-class voters. During his campaign, Trump challenged traditional norms of American politics. He made harsh statements on immigration policies, promised to build a wall along the Mexican border, and used the slogan, "Make America Great Again." Additionally, his relationship with the media and use of social media were notable. His Twitter posts became a significant part of his campaign, allowing him to reach voters directly. Trump achieved unexpected success against other Republican candidates in the primaries, emerging as the party's nominee. In the 2016 general election, Trump faced off against Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton. During the campaign, issues like Trump's past, comments about women, and business relationships frequently came under scrutiny. However, Trump effectively deflected these criticisms and continued to appeal to his supporters. On November 8, 2016, Donald Trump was elected the 45th President of the United States, winning 304 Electoral College votes. The election results were shocking to many. Despite receiving fewer popular votes than Hillary Clinton, Trump won the presidency through the Electoral College system. Donald Trump was inaugurated on January 20th, 2017. In the early days of his presidency, he signed many controversial executive orders. He took stringent measures on immigration policies and signed an executive order imposing a travel ban on immigrants from several Muslim-majority countries. Trump also decided to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement and attempted to partially repeal the healthcare reform known as Obamacare. Domestically, he made significant changes in areas like tax reform and deregulation. The tax reform was particularly welcomed by the business community as it introduced significant tax cuts for companies. In foreign policy, Trump's America First approach led to major changes in international relations. He called on NATO allies to increase defense spending, entered a trade war with China, and held historic summits with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. He also withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal and moved the US embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. Trump's foreign policy marked a significant departure from traditional American foreign policy, particularly in relations with allies. He adopted a more pragmatic and economically driven approach. While this approach caused unease among some allies, Trump's supporters viewed it as prioritizing America's interests. In the 2020 presidential election, Donald Trump competed against Democratic candidate Joe Biden. The election results concluded with Joe Biden's victory, but Trump and his supporters did not accept the results and filed various legal challenges. The attack on the Capitol by Trump supporters on January 6, 2021, caused a serious crisis for American democracy. This event was seen as the peak of the political polarization and tension that occurred during Trump's presidency. While doing all this, Trump was involved in many scandals and humorous incidents, and at times, he made very important decisions during his presidency. Let's take a look at these. Access Hollywood. Tape. During the 2016 presidential election, a video emerged of Trump making sexually explicit comments in 2005. During the filming of Access Hollywood, Trump made comments of a sexually harassing nature about women. This scandal created a huge controversy during the election campaign and negatively impacted Trump's support among female voters. Russia investigation. One of the biggest scandals of Trump's presidency was the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election and the possible collusion between the Trump campaign and Russian officials. This investigation, led by special counsel Robert Mueller, put significant pressure on Trump's presidency in its early years. Mueller's report found no direct collusion between Trump's campaign and Russia, but highlighted some actions by Trump that could obstruct justice. Paper towel distribution. In 2017, after Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, Trump visited the island to meet with survivors. His act of distributing paper towels and throwing them like basketballs was criticized and ridiculed by the media and the public. Trump also made very impactful political decisions. Here are some. Tax reform. One of Trump's most significant domestic policy achievements was the tax reform passed in 2017. This reform introduced major tax cuts for individuals and corporations. The reform aimed to stimulate economic growth by reflecting Trump's business background. However, critics argued that the reform benefited the wealthy and large corporations more and increased income inequality. Immigration policies. Trump's immigration policies were among the most controversial aspects of his presidency. His promise to build a wall on the Mexican border and the travel ban restricting immigrants from some Muslim-majority countries were particularly notable. These policies reflected Trump's tough stance on immigration and his strategy to prioritize national security. Summits with North Korea. In foreign policy, Trump took unconventional steps. He held historic summits with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, aiming to reduce tensions between the two countries. These summits showcased Trump's unusual diplomatic style and strategy of directly engaging with leaders. However, these meetings did not result in a concrete denuclearization agreement. The story of Donald Trump becoming the President of the United States is not only filled with his business successes and political victories, but also with scandalous events, humorous moments, significant decisions, and political strategies. Trump's unique personality and unconventional style set his presidency apart from others. This story can help us understand both Trump's serious and entertaining aspects and how he succeeded in the political arena.